Today is a very special episode of Accelerate News, and I am always super excited when I have guests on the show. So, yes, I've got a guest on the show today. The world is in a state of, I can't even begin to describe, but hey, one of the things we're starting to think of for people in our generation is security. And when I'm talking security right now, I'm talking about the roof we put over our head. So to deep dive into the conversation with me today, I've got a very special guest from Ramos Realtor. And we're going to be talking all about real estate. My name is Biodun. Welcome to a very special episode of Accelerate News. Welcome back to Accelerate News. As promised, today it's all about real estate, the real estate market, and the world of real estate. Joining me on the show today is
Odima Joshua.
Odima Joshua
Yes.
of
Ramos Realtor.
Yes, I'm super excited to learn more about Ramos Realty because personally, there's not a lot of, I know a few, but I'm excited to be speaking to you to understand what actually happens, what the world of realty is all about. So Before we jump right into it, can you please share more about your company?
Okay, Ramos Realty is a luxury brand that is focused on showcasing the best houses on the island.
Okay, so what exactly is the world of a realtor like, especially for one that operates in a city like Lagos?
We drive around Lekki looking for new development and do follow-ups. And we also carry out inspections when we have requests.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'd imagine that a lot of other realty companies do the same when it comes to identifying properties and the developers. What sets Ramos Realty apart?
Okay, so Ramos Realty, we are focused on customer satisfaction, making more people happy by getting them their suitable homes and all.
Gotcha.
But apart from that, we also want to expand, we want to be ahead of where we were in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right. So now that we've kind of learned more about the company, I think it's time for me to get into the heart of the people who are watching this. What does like I said, we're in a space where a lot of people, especially in my generation, are starting to move out of rented homes or their parents' home and trying to get something for themselves.
Yes.
What should I look out for when trying to acquire a home?
I think the most important one, I think that is always on everyone's mind is location. So, but you have to put a lot of things into consideration. If you are a 9 to 5 person and maybe your office around VI, you have to look for something that's closer. But if you are not, you can maybe get something. You have to be looking, if you are kind of person that work from home, then you should be looking for a property that at least have at least 20 hours of light so that you can achieve what you want to achieve from your house.
Okay. What challenges do you typically face when it comes to, securing properties for people or completing the process of acquiring a property?
The property I get has to have a governor's consent.
Gotcha.
So sometimes some of these developers don't have the governor consent yet, still in process. So, and some of these lawyers will tell you, oh, you can't pay this money if the consent is not yet ready and all. And you try to convince them that, oh, it's in process, and the lawyer is telling you, no, I've not seen it, I can't allow my client pay for it. So that's it.
Yeah. Now, I'm about to ask him a question that I think everybody on social media is going to give me some props for. And I'm wearing short sleeve, but I should have rolled up my sleeves right now. Why are houses in Lagos so pricey? Why? For the life of me, I don't understand. Especially with these new builds that we're seeing everywhere in Lekki phase 1, 2, 3, and God knows where, even up until Lekki phase 10, right? It just feels as though if I stay close, it's high. If I go further in, it's the same thing. What is impacting the real estate market? So
it's just the economy of the country. Inflation is very high. So this developer work with dollar rates because some of them, the material they use for the building, they import them also.
Right.
So as the dollar is increasing, they also increase the price of the houses because when you build a house if you sell a house for 65 million, I want to build another one and you can't build for that same 65 million. Right. So that's why your building has to be higher.
I see.
So that's why. And then there are a few lands.
There are fewer lands.
Yes.
Still though, it's still very high. A lot of us are just, trying to make our big career break. Look at me, I'm just a presenter looking for money, and tell me to come and pay this amount of money for a house.
The truth is that it's not actually that high. If government can, help people with mortgage.
Gotcha.
And,
Do you find people who are trying to buy houses who have access to mortgage mostly, or people just kind of pay out of pocket?
Most times people just pay straight, but we've sold couple with mortgage, but you know that the mortgage process is very tedious and not everybody knows about it. So I feel maybe what the government and the banks needs to do is to educate people more on it and the process. So to make it easier for people.
Okay, fair enough. So we talked about the thing about renting versus buying. I think I want to deep dive into buying. How much do I need to sort of kind of have to buy a good, decent property? By the time I say decent, maybe like 2-bedroom, a big enough kitchen, a guest restroom, living room, en suite bedrooms and stuff like that, in a place that is not too impacted by traffic, secure, and all of that. How much do you think I should be keeping in my pocket before I even come to like Ramos Realty?
If that should be like let's say 50 to 65 million for an apartment. So you can get that around a Cartier and Chevron.
It's okay. It's not too bad, It's not too bad at all. All right. So now that we kind of know what the price is and all of that looks like, I think I also want to deep dive into renting. When would you say is the best time of year to start to look for a property that I want to rent?
Around from April to June.
And why would you say April to June?
Because that's when most of people are moving out. Yeah, so most of these landlords, they want to like sharply put someone inside. So
that's interesting. I'd imagine that it was like either around maybe October, December, January, because again, with my silly old brain, I'd imagine that that's when the year is coming to a close and people are just trying to do like a new.
Usually doing the mid-year.
Okay.
Yeah, usually the mid-year.
Okay, fair enough. So starting to wind down now, what qualities do you think I should look for in a realtor? I mean, like you said, not everybody is probably going to end up, in your company, but I strongly advise that you reach out to Ramos Realty. What qualities do you think I should look for? Because again, we live in a society where trust is hard. It's kind of anybody can walk up to you and say this is what they do, but then as much as the demand is there, it's that connection that you are trying to solve for, right, between the property owner and the property seeker. What makes that connection easy? I'm guessing it's the realtor. So what qualities do you think I should look for in a realtor who's trying to help me get a place? Like
us now, if you want to buy a house, we usually advise. So from that advice, that way you know if the person is honest enough or not. Yeah. So we always advise you and give you all the options on the table for you and tell you this is what you get if you take this. This might be slightly more expensive, but when you buy this, you're having this, you're having that, and also. Okay, right. So if I understand you correctly, it's not about the hard sell. It's more about the quality of advice and counseling that comes with, the service that the realtor is rendering. Fantastic. Before we round up, I know there's a fun kind of initiative that you guys have called the Humans of Ramos. What can you tell me about the Humans of Ramos? It's just how will I put it now? Just our everyday life.
Yeah.
Because our company is all about it's not about just the hard work. We really like try to have fun a bit because the work can be very stressful.
Understood.
So just about our lifestyle, what we do.
Yes.
How sometimes we go out and we just capture the funny moments and also.
That's fantastic. I'm always one who gets excited by seeing the real life of the people behind brands. Just like our people here at Accelerate. But yeah. How can anybody find you, your website, your social handles? Please share that with our audience just so we can reach out to you.
So our Instagram page is Ramos of Lagos Realty. Our website, www.ramosoflagosrealty.com.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much, Joshua, for joining me today on Accelerate News. As you've heard it here. Like, go get a house, reach out to Ramos Realty. find something fun to do. But yes, I'm excited that we are now starting to think about our future and how we secure our livelihood. These conversations need to continue to happen. So thank you so much for
welcome.
stopping by. It's been a pleasure learning more about your world and the world of real estate in the city of Lagos. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today on Accelerate News. I know once again you guys have missed me, but hey, we're going to try and do this more often and create some special moments for you here on the news. Don't forget to catch up with all of our favorite shows that we have stored and waiting for you on our website and all of the awesome content we put out on our social media handles. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Accelerate has also been nominated for a few awards this year, so please head on over to our social media pages and find out how you can support. Until next time, my name is Biodun, and remember, stay safe and Sorosoke, everybody.